Let's begin, shall we?
Oh god. Mouse from this cat hair on there. Just like whipped around.
Not the C marker.
Oh, right.
I think the C is just used to, like, locate the south platform. Because the south platform is, like, really important.
I see.
But
Because people don't use their minimaps.
but also, it's the same for this, like, you really don't need it.
Which one is this?
Rebel.
It's as if there's a pack of him.
Yep.
Interesting.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Oh, I did a few pulls after you left Hachi the other day. And
Yes.
am I supposed to be south during the spinny part?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we just
We've
reversing
been
it.
doing the opposite this whole time. Like,
I see.
I flip opposite just for you.
Oh, okay. I see. Did not realize until recently.
Yeah, like, the first time we did things, I was like, do you want me to do it properly, or do you want me to move to where you are? And you were just like, I'll stay here. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go opposite then.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Ooh. Oh, actually, yeah. Do you want to do normal then?
Yeah, sure.
So I can get used to it, just in case.
That's fine.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse
I don't have anything for this because I used it for the other. But that's fine, we have plenty of
It
shield.
should be fine.
The wind answers my call.
Counterclockwise? Yeah.
What's it doing?
The challenger's down. Is this the end? Oh no, that was too much for
I
the
think
challenger.
I don't know what he was doing. They rushed me for some reason. I'll watch replay.
Let's begin, shall
Boy.
we?
What?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf? in his
Oh
own
no.
lair?
What? People lying again.
Yep.
I almost died because I was sneezing.
I heard that.
Like I sneezed, closed my eyes, it was like, oh fuck, I didn't read the title of the mechanic.
I'm not this time.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's
Oh my god, he's
might,
rotating
I
so
rouse the
much.
storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Oh, fuck.
The challenger's down.
I couldn't see my pad or cringe.
It's okay.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
I hate how hard it is to see the tether is fucking under his model.
Yeah, I've tested mine a few times.
I've done some wonky things to make sure that I see mine.
I mean, Tombstone is super toxic. Like, really? If that's true, that's really bad.
Let's begin,
I don't know.
shall we?
It's a huge waste of everyone's time.
Can the challenger
Tombstone was a mistake.
in his own lair?
I wish I didn't know it. People are so fucking brazen, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
seriously.
shit. People do not care anymore.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
That's what it is.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Some guy jumped. Probably screwed it.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Right. Well,
Okay. Well, he left right away, so.
Good.
I when two different people in the party are specifically calling out.
Yeah. To go full Broken Rock Guard, they really need to implement something in this game that like automatically restricts people to their proc point. Like in Party Finder, so that you just can't join if you haven't gotten there yet. Because it is something where given the community or the people who play in Party Finder can like take care of themselves, it wouldn't be a problem, but they can't. We need laws to restrict ourselves, basically.
You're such a fucking cop. Jesus Christ.
The people cannot be trusted
Control
to...
player behavior.
Yeah. There we go. If we go full politician, the people cannot be expected to act in their best interests.
No alignment with this game? What the fuck you mean? It's literally only exists for this game. Whatever. It's your account. Who cares? Not my problem.
It makes me really want to just like
Just fucking report them.
write a report. Actually, I might.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me how people are so brazen about checking other people's stuff. Like, I'll check it. just to confirm or deny my preconceptions, but damn.
Like, I'm not going to discuss this with them. I've seen people get banned on this game for, like, the shittiest, simple reason that had nothing to do with the game.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the pack mentality that's going on in this party.
Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable. Like, I get you want to prog, but also, like, the guy already left. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Hachi, the Tombstone is just as bad as ACT, and everyone knows ACT is illegal, so...
Yes, like,
yeah.
that's the thing, is, like, you have to use ACT or some kind of log uploader to get that data.
Yeah.
So, you can get technically... I know people who have been, like, who have been suspended for using things, so... And by that I mean, for using ACT and talking about it publicly in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't like the condescension of, I've played this game for 10 years. Like, okay, I've played for like 6, 7 years.
Let's begin, shall we?
Not great vibes.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Also, the people on Reddit always seem to... Bitch, I'm not on Reddit! I'm a real-ass fucking player sitting right here with you, living and breathing.
Oh. Okay.
I wonder if you can
I
keep
was
up.
not stacked close enough. You're probably good on this other side.
Such speed, it's as
What was
if there's
it?
a pack of him.
Out.
Well,
That was one of the attempts at all times.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I fainted a little bit late. That could have been my fault.
With Fenrir's might,
Die,
I
so...
rouse the storm.
Oh, one person.
Yeah, but that was a tank, so something else would have gone wrong there. Oh no. Ow.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Huh?
I wonder if you can
What?
keep up.
What happened?
Is that damage?
Really? I'm so confused. I've never seen that.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yeah, like I survived, so like I'm not sure what happened to everybody else.
His own lair.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
even survive with like no health. I survived with like a chunk left.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody else just like instantly died.
There's some plant here. Okay.
I wonder if you can keep up.
It's like it shouldn't matter if there is zero mid otherwise. Like that isn't something that you would die immediately to usually.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
we're missing a friend.
This is so cursed.
Yeah.
I was like, yippee, let me do some prog today. Oh, never mind.
The crazy thing is, the only new person's a tank.
Let's begin, shall we?
I mean, I almost did just die.
Can the
Yeah, it's almost
And one
like
person
toxic
did.
people usually aren't great themselves. I don't know. Just throwing some ideas out there.
I feel like it may be worthwhile to give it 2 more pulls and then just slip away.
I wonder if you can keep up.
That way.
It's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh, what the?
Where are you going? Oh. Like, that guy just ran out. He just left.
Is
Yeah.
this the end?
They were in the right spot to begin with.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
Beginning soldier or something?
No shit, you're an astrologian! Sorry.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Yeah, it was fine that time. I don't
Wonder if
really
you
know what
can
happened.
keep up.
Had a button clipped by the thing last time though? I'm not really sure.
Speed, it's as if there's a
It wasn't just you though, like everybody but Hachi. Just like little side dive.
No.
Like, the major thing is, I have more HP than a lot of people, so I'm
guess.
probably going to be one of the people to survive. Like, I think...
Fenrir's might. I
Like,
rouse
basically
the
the same
sword.
HP though.
Yeah, I think, like, that was me with me mitting.
The wind answers my call.
Go here.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is the
It was PowerPoint. PowerPoint missed his fucking tower.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if he says anything. Oh, nothing.
It's the last goal for me. I think
Okay.
we're better off without these people.
Let's begin, shall we?
Man.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
It's like, I would have been happy to continue doing this if these people were not already, like, weird and toxic.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
What? Why me? I don't understand.
Lowest HP.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse
Also, I have
the
nothing up for
storm.
Millennial Decay because I had to use it for the other one.
The wind answers my call.
I just fucking died. That's okay. Somebody else died, so I just died with you.
Let's just screw it right now.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Okay, this is going to be my last attempt.
Okay.
Just so that I'm not just sitting there angrily watching my
Let's
timer on my
begin,
food tick
shall
down.
we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own
I'm really
lair?
not playing well today.
It's okay.
That's okay, it's really not just you. Like, these healers are driving me nuts, this tank is driving me nuts. We would have had a perfect play if he had taken his fucking tower.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Hello.
as a storm. The wind answers my call.
Why am I dead?
Yeah, wait, how did Hachi specifically die? That's weird.
A lot of weird shit going on with me.
Yeah. Why do you put it that way? Scared the shit out of me.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Yeah, I just died to damage.
Power can be wielded in surprising
Strange.
ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
There's my cross. Hi, friendly cross. I'm here today. Great.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck just happened?
I think
Somebody-
someone
the
popped
yellow went
the
through
wrong
the green.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see it. It was someone ran on the wrong one. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Also, that
They
doesn't
just decided
explain why
to
you
wipe.
went. No, they're explaining. They 100% did not mean to wipe. They're just using.
No,
it
no, no,
as
no,
an
no. They're
excuse.
saying I nuked it. I thought I saw from left. No, like it. Still, either way, why would you just choose?
Yeah, I 100% think that's an excuse for them fucking up.
Eh.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf?
Because for a second I thought it was me. I was like, wait, did I hit an orb? And then there was somebody behind me, and I was like, nope, they hit my orb. Because I was early green.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
assumed the tank was on the wrong side.
The tank, I think, was standing with the rest of the group. And why were you with their group?
Sorry.
Let's begin, shall we?
If we don't get to ads this time, not only am I not going to be using another food, I'm also going to go tell them. I'm also going to tell them that I'm going to go walk my fish.
Okay.
Those are the exact words I'm going to use them, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Fucking forgot to feint. That's my bad.
That's good.
Oh no, that was too much!
I'm really not fucking locked in today.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna. Do you want me to tell them when I go walk my fish?
Do whatever you want.
He's trying so hard.
He knows the party's about to fall apart.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying true!
Oh no, that was too
Salvageable?
much for
I
the
think so.
challenger!
Maybe?
If they get the healer up now, and then are able to get the tank up in decent time.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Probably fucked.
Oh. Yeah, I'm screwed. Okay.
Well, that was a thing that happened. Usually the tank moves opposite of the colored box, but fish needs walking. Because that's that very thing they walked in and complained about is the very thing they're doing to all of us. So that is, as the children say, a spicy meatball.
Should we blacklist them so they don't rejoin again, or how does this work?
Perhaps.
I don't know. I'll make some tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It may not be a bad idea, but like that's completely up to you. I would definitely say the tank is probably not one I want to see again.
Hmm.
Actually, both tanks are pretty bad, but you know.
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the chat. Like who were the people?
So it was PowerPoint presentation, and I'd say at least Shay was fine. That person's completely different, so they're fine. I would definitely say probably PowerPoint presentation and then Sabi Wabi were the two, like, really toxic ones.
Okay.
Like, the tank being the one that was actually just fucking things up, and the Sabi Wabi was the one who called out the other person first on the thing.
Hmm.
Who is it in the raid that has the line, "Tell me more"? Or something more. It's in Ultima, I think.
Ultima?
Thunder God, that's it. That's the character.
Thunder God?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the Thunder God? Sid?
No, like literally, that is the boss is Thunder God.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it is like Sid the Thunder God.
Oh, okay.
But the boss's name is the Thunder God.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Milk.
Okay, there. Mhm. professional color gel. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna buff my nails and hope for the best. Because my oil stick is MIA. Or it's behind the desk now. Don't know where that was. Hopefully it wasn't important. Gotta go to the grocery store anyway, so I might as well just go to Omomo and pick up a new thing of nail oil. Life is so hard when you're gay as fuck.
Well, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Even current trends.
What I hate is like all of this LGBTQ rhetoric for the non-LG or for the LGB rhetoric of we're not like the trans people, don't come for us.
Yeah, the whole shit like LGB without the T. Oh,
Yeah.
because it's fucking
I'm like,
nuts.
this is not an old thing, but it's always been a wrong thing because it doesn't matter who they're coming for. It's just a scapegoat for the whole community. Like, you get rid of us and you're going to get rid of another layer of protection before it hits you directly.
Yeah, no, like it's always just like there was like a comic I saw at some point. It was like, congratulations on being one of the good ones. We finally got rid of them. And they're like, cool, who's next? And then the guy just stares at him. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you fucking
Literally
get.
it. Like, if you talk to any LGBTQ historian, they'll tell you the same thing. That's what happens. Like, it happened in Nazi Germany. It happened in some other country I don't remember the name of. Like, you come for the trans people because people are like, oh, they're different. And you try to make yourself, like, an acceptable homosexual and stand up to their standards, and then they are like, okay, well, they're gone, so you're our target next. It's always the same
next
thing.
on the fucking chopping block.
It's like, it's the same thing that like people use for, and it's the same thing that people use for like women's issues. Like, oh, well, it could be your mother or your wife or your daughter. It could be your friend or your child or your... No, we should stop like making this comparison for other people. Like, we're just human beings. We're all human beings. Why does it not matter? Why does it not matter if it's not someone that you know? Like, we're all humans. Please. And not everything has to be an individual comparison. Like, just have some kind of like humanity for other people. It's like I was having a conversation yesterday, or actually, I thought it was a conversation. Apparently, it was an argument. I didn't realize it was an argument until the other person got salty about it. Maybe it's the autism, maybe it's not. Who knows? I was saying that there are, like, being a decent human being is a rarity.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's like a lot of people. The thing you're saying, like, why do people need to, like, a lot of people like learn to only care about shit when it affects them personally and not like completely desensitized to everything else. Not realizing that it doesn't have to fucking affect you.
It's like, well, what I was saying,
it's just coming from each other.
What I was saying in particular in this case is that, like, being human decency is not an innately human thing. So, like, being a decent person without a reason just to be a good person is, like, an incredibly rare thing in humanity. Like, people need religion to be a decent person. People need to relate to be a decent person. People need money to be a decent person. It's like, and I can't even say that I'm a decent person because, like, if I was given $1 million to, like, fight against something that I'm against, like, if I was paid like $1 million to switch sides on one individual topic, I might, depending on where I'm at the time. Like, $1 million is a lot of money. A person is only as good as, like, their circumstances allow them to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that is just human nature. I don't think that's a bad thing because it is just nature. But like, a really decent human being who will be the same no matter what is given in their path, no matter what happens, is like an actual rarity. Like, because I know myself, I'm a prejudiced as fuck person. Like, if a Christian came to me and was like begging for money, I would probably be like, who are you and why are you begging me for money? What have you given to other people? I wouldn't just generously be like, oh, of course, here, let me help you. Because I don't like Christians that much. Like,
Yeah.
That's just like one example, but like, I know I have that prejudice. I try to deal with it and like fight against those prejudices. I try to be a decent person, but I know at the end of the day, I'm not a decent person. I need stuff to be a decent person.
Yeah.
And they were upset, saying like, oh, well, then is the world just hopeless then? I'm like, no, like, there are reasons to fight despite not everyone being a decent person. Like, I do things not because I want the people I want to help to be helped. I do things because I want the world to be helped. I want people as a whole to be helped. But like, they thought I guess I thought it was just a conversation because like, I like to be in debates and stuff. I enjoy it. I like to, like, my husband and I argue about things all the fucking time for no reason, just because it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's just an exercise in thought processes and like philosophical debates and stuff.
Yeah,
But
I think it's just the internet ruined that.
yeah. But sure as hell, I went to Yuki afterwards, and I was like, I don't know who this person is, but they're a fucking idiot. Because everything was so like black or white and small. Like, it was very like small town, middle America logic. Like, because like my thing, what I was talking about is like, I don't believe that there are decent human beings because like, or human decency is a rarity because you have like every day thousands of women get raped and murdered by people close to them. Like, you can be raised by someone who you think loves you, and they can turn around and like, you tell them one thing and that they don't like about you, and now suddenly you're out on your ass and their love never mattered. Like,
yeah,
it happens. And I just think that it loops back into human decency is not as common as people want it to be.
I think I heard someone say they want to debate something. My alarm sensors
What
went
are we
off.
debating? What do you want to debate, Albert?
I really like philosophical conversations, actually. So
I mean, so do I. Like, we've had these conversations all the time.
yeah. In regards to the human decency thing, I think there's a lot of traits that are like innately human, and then if you think about it from like an evolutionary standpoint, it kind of makes sense. But from a modern society standpoint, it's probably a bad thing to have these traits. For example, the easiest one to think about is like tribalism, right? Because a long time ago, tribalism was probably useful for, you know, surviving. Because
when you're in a smaller setting, when your like entire community is in groups of like 20 or less. Like that, tribalism makes a lot of sense then, because then you're keeping to yourself. There's not a lot of like inter-tribal like communication. Yeah, for back in the ye old days, it makes perfect sense. Now it's a bit of an issue, and I think it's something that we need to strive to work against that nature. But you know.
And in addition to that, even selfishness you could consider to be
that is,
it's
a human nature thing.
Yeah, to be a beneficial trait a long time ago. Now it's not, right? But how we define it to be good or bad is subjective, but I will just say it's it's not good to be selfish, in today's society especially. But like, if you look at animals too,
levels of selfish though too. Like, I was going to say animals too. Like, we tend to be selfish and hoard certain things that are important to us, like money. And when you have little amounts of money to go around, that's one thing. But when you start getting more than you need, that's where it starts to become like an issue. Because like it totally makes sense for like, say, a self-made millionaire of the early 1910s starts hoarding money because they grew up in a time where money was scarce and they want to make a better life for their friends and their family and the people close to them. It makes total sense. Then they just keep accumulating more wealth, and wealth begets wealth, and suddenly you've got a billionaire. And a billionaire earns multiple billions of dollars, and suddenly they have more money than they could ever use, and they're just keeping it because what do you do with it at that point? There has to be a point, in my opinion, that people need to readdress the amount of money that they're able to make and put it towards the societal greater good. Because at that point, it's an excess of necessity. You're more than comfortable. The people around you are more than comfortable. The people around you are more than comfortable.
And I agree, certainly there should be like, you know, laws in place to prevent people from accumulating that much wealth. But to go back to more a philosophical point of view, I was going to say, the interesting thing, or to me at least, is that, like, I think, like you said way back, a lot of people who would be put in that position would, you know, be selfish and do what the billionaires are doing right now, right? So I think at the core, it's kind of like a human nature problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like yes, there should be laws.
Yeah, no,
but,
I agree with you.
Yeah, like at the very base level,
even if it's even if it is a human nature thing, I think that because of our current abilities and our current knowledge as a larger society, that we should be able to put laws, rules, and regulations in place so that we can help curb that natural, like, human nature, like that human thing that makes you want for more than you need. Because like I do think that at its very core, that is a very like evolutionary trait for humanity and for every creature. Every creature wants more of what they need. Like squirrels hoard billions of nuts in people's houses sometimes because they have an excess place of storing what they need. And then suddenly you've got damage to your walls and Granny opens one up and 1 billion nuts come pouring out. Like, that's just one aspect of what happens in nature when animals are allowed to have that same kind of accumulated wealth.
Yeah, going by the same logic too, I think it also sort of applies to like people's eating habits, because like myself included, if I had the opportunity to and I didn't care about my health, I would eat a lot more than I actually need to, and I would get like fatter than I am now. Not that I'm like already skinny or anything like that. I could probably lose some weight, but like I think it's a general trend among like most animals too, like because the body is designed so that when you get into a situation where there is a famine, then you can still be alive with their fat reserves, right? It's just
that's why it is so hard for people over a certain weight. Well, my computer just started going to rest mode. There we go. I had to wiggle my mouse. That's why like it's so hard for a lot of people who are extremely morbidly obese to lose weight, because it's one of those things that your body at a certain point has trained itself to store everything. Right. And so you're fighting your body's own like nature to get rid of things.
Exactly. And then even when trying to lose weight too, your body goes into starvation mode. So like, let's say you cut like your amount of calories you eat every day to half, like you will not lose weight like as much as like you would think, right? Because your body is like starting to conserve.
Okay, I can say that one is not true.
What part?
It's not
like you just lose weight when you cut calories. It's just how it works. There's no.
It is, but it also isn't. It also really matters on like your like genetics. First of all, plays a massive trait in the amounts that.
Oh yeah, but like what I'm meaning is, like, sure, not everybody's gonna lose at the same rate, but like it is just like the reality of it. Give it enough time and commit.
Over
sticking
time,
to it.
you will, but it can take someone who is massively obese. Like I'm talking like 600 to 800 pounds. something like years to get down to a smaller size without getting like restrictive surgery. And that's just in cutting calories. Like, there's a reason that people that size almost 100% of the time get gastric bypass, and that's so that they are, because first of all, you feel so much hunger, and your body literally takes more calories to live than a normal, like a normal sized person. Like, it is also, your body does go into a starvation mode, like what Albert was saying. Like, that just is a fact. Like, the human body will start to try to conserve calories by, like, slowing digestion and slowing metabolism way before you start to lose weight. It's only once you get over that hump and you start to, like, have a long period of time with a calorie deficit that you slowly see your body goes into starvation mode against your own fat. And that's when you start losing calories. Like, you start losing, like, weight and fat mass. But it can take a long time for some people to even hit that stage.
Let me put some numbers to it so that I can clarify what I meant. Like, let's say, according to whatever people, you eat 2,000 calories a day and you burn 2,000 calories a day, and your weight stays the same, right? If you cut that to 1,000 calories, just for the sake of an example, your body will not still burn 2,000 calories a day. Your body will burn somewhere between, theoretically, 1,000 and 2,000 calories. It'll like naturally conserve, so then you won't lose 1,000 calories worth of calories every day. You'll lose less than that. That's what I'm basically saying. It's like diminishing returns, kind of. I don't know.
It is
Does that make
one of
sense?
the pesky reasons that, like, losing weight is such a weird science amongst human beings. There's just so many factors that go into the bullshit. Like, some people, like myself and my family line, are naturally resistant to losing weight despite calorie deficits, and it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Like, yeah, it's, to clarify, like, yes, definitely cutting calories is the #1 way to lose weight. It's just that your body will fight against it, unfortunately.
Tooth and claw. I mean, like, of course, if you keep up with it, like, over a period of years, it is going to eventually work.
Yeah.
Like, that is just how that works. But it can take longer for some people versus others.
Yeah. And then to clarify even further, too, like, there is no other way to lose weight other than cutting calories, kind of. Like, I
mean,
so...
it's been proven many times that, like, you can be in a calorie deficit eating just Twinkies and you still lose weight.
Yeah.
But you cannot be in a calorie deficit and be working out all day and not lose any weight.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying from, like,
personal,
like, I guess I'm one of the lucky ones in that sense. It's just like, you know, like, I didn't have calories, but, like, I started counting calories and, like, go into, like, a deficit, and it pretty immediately started showing results, is why I'm saying that.
I see.
There's also the whole thing of, like, also AMAB versus AFAB. Like, people have different varying levels of biological restrictions to allow them to lose fat in certain areas as well, which is another really annoying fucking thing. Thank you, my fat ass. Ugh. And then medication also plays a huge role in it, because of course it does. The amount of water weight you have to lose is also a huge factor in losing weight, because your body loses water weight before you start losing, like, weight by fat. And also then there's the how much muscle are you building, and it's... And also there's the whole thing of, like, being fat is not necessarily unhealthy either. You can have a very, very skinny person being very unhealthy versus a very fat person being completely healthy. Because genetics, they're just fucked. But I think that's more a scientific debate over a philosophical.
Yeah, I think so.
I love science though. Science is crazy.
I will say, especially coming as an from an American perspective, most people are definitely fatter than they should be health-wise. I'm fairly certain.
Like I'm considered
Just-
fat for a Canadian, and I'm not like American fat, so
Yeah, because
like I am considered like chubby for Americans.
because like the food we eat is not good these days, like processed food and stuff like that. Everyone knows that, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
it's really not good.
it comes down to like not even a philosophical thing for the U.S. The U.S.'s like food history is full of different processing foods and like outsourcing of proper nutritious food, or sorry, the processing of whole foods into processed foods being sold to low-income families for lower price tags is also a huge like thing. Like the popularization of the popularization of white rice versus like white bleached rice over like whole grain rice is why like large portions of Asia at one point were facing massive issues with starvation because they were getting rid of the bran from rice where all of the nutrition is stored for just nutritionless rice. So like a lot of the processing that we do to our foods now is like, of course we have processed food all over the world. That's just a matter of fact. But it's subsidized in the US in a way that makes it like some of the only food that low-income families can ever have access to. Like growing up for me at least, as a very low-income person in the US, because my family was dirt poor, the only fresh fruit I saw was at Christmas time when the church gave out apples and oranges. And that's not an uncommon thing either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, we used to look forward to there were occasional weekends when, like, Kroger would hand out, I think that's fries on the west side of the U.S. Would put, like, healthy treats out for kids who were shopping with their parents on, like, Fridays. So we'd get, like, bananas and stuff occasionally.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, like I agree that's a lot to do with, you know, your economic, or how do you say it, how much wealth you have and how much you can afford for like how much health you have, I guess. Wealth as health, I guess. But it also reminds me, like we've been talking about health, but of course the obvious elephant in the room for weight is like attractiveness. It's kind of funny to me. I don't remember if I said this before, but like a long time ago in Asian countries, they used to think that fatter people were more attractive than skinny people because that means they're wealthier, they can afford the food. Like, I mean, going by what you're saying,
that is
right?
a large portion of the world is the same way, yeah.
Yeah, and
I
then
mean, this is also like a historical thing that you can see in like artistic movements. Like every couple generations, there's a shift that is like, oh, now this kind of thing is like seen as better or seen as like more attractive because of, you know, oh, indicates wealth, or like now you want a different thing. Like,
actually brings me to one of my favorite things about like fashion history is the skirt theory, and that's during times of economic boom, people like women's skirts get shorter. And during economic crisis, like what we're currently starting to face, or have already started to face, people start wearing longer, more skirts and more conservative clothing and having more conservative beliefs because of their financial instability and the feeling of instability around them. They return to more conservative thought processes in hopes of giving their life some more stability.
that makes sense.
Yippee.
Unfortunately, but yeah, that makes sense.
And that comes down to food, too. People start cooking things that are more in line with what they grew up with, where they're looking to have more nostalgic meals because that represents a sense of safety, which is an interesting psychological link between what we do as on a daily basis and what, and what we think. Kind of scary too.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to mention as well for the attractiveness thing, the funny thing to me is not just fat, but skin color. Because in like the Western society, I guess, some people go to tanning beds, so the skin purposefully gets darker because, you know, if you're stuck in the office all day and you're an office drone, presumably you're not as wealthy as people who can go on vacations and get actual tans. So it's another wealth thing to make it that so darker skin sometimes is better. But then in Asian countries, by far, lighter skin is way, way better because darker skin implies that you're in the fields working as a farmer. So like it's crazy to me how like like the same thing is just completely opposite. And they're both based around wealth is equal to attractiveness, which is, you know, obviously bad, but like the result is completely opposite. It's crazy.
Yeah, because like the psychological idea is that if you have the means to not do the thing that you're doing every day, then you're going to be more wealthy.
Exactly.
I mean, it's the same thing with like, I mean, the West does it too. Like, not the modern West, but like, actually no, even like in the past 100 years, like people would sell skin whitening cream because to be fair was to be beautiful, and that's even like a white Western ideal. Even in the U.S., you can still find like antique like skin whitening cream and stuff like that. It was big in Europe for a long time as well to do that kind of thing. These trends are things that we've seen come in a secular cycle for hundreds of years, I'd say. As long as we've had the technology to do it, it's been something that people have tried to do. Which, I was at my appointment today, and there were two Filipino nurses, and they were poking at my arm and commenting about how pale I was while they were putting an IV in.
Interesting.
Like, you're the palest person we've had all day. Look how white you are. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah. I know. I didn't get any of the genes from the other side of my family. I'm just pale. My cousins are all like fucking dark skin, and I'm just the palest motherfucker. Even against my brother and my sister, they're way, way, way more tan than I am. I have a melanin deficiency, so I don't have any browns in my skin like I should. I got the dark hair. I did not get the dark skin.
Kind of random, but also reminds me, yesterday or a day before, I was watching Apothecary Diaries anime with Mocha, and in the episode, one of the plot points was that people, concubines and courtesans, would apply like skin whitening powder to their face when they knew it was poison, and it was poison, and like they get like really fucked up from it, but they still did it anyway. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's an actual thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like in real life.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah. Wait till you find out about the uranium girls.
Ooh, made them glow literally.
Oh, the cadmium girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
That's insane.
Some of the I've seen like in person some of the remains of like the bones and stuff from people who are stuck in doing jobs like that, and also like some of the more toxic coal mining jobs that like got them bone cancer. Whoo, scary as fuck shit.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's like one of my Oh, I've got bone dust everywhere. One of my... By bone dust, I meant like my nail dust. I was filing my nails this whole time. One of my... The few things that terrify me most in life. Like, I'm not afraid to die. I'm afraid about how I would go out, though. And bone cancer, just put me out of my misery as quickly as possible, please. Preferably, let me euthanize myself before it starts getting bad. I don't want my family to remember me that way, and I do not want to remember myself that way. I'm going out. I want to go out looking like a good corpse, not an agonized one.
Yep.
I want to go get uploaded to the cloud so I can play Final Fantasy all day.
Man, I would
really
love
don't.
that.
They're gonna play ads on your fucking brainstem.
That's fine. Honestly,
I thought you
I
were
don't
talking
believe
about.
in heaven or hell, so
You're
like,
gonna
the only
fail
thing
to
in my
pay.
afterlife-
You're gonna fail to pay your subscription, and they're gonna put you in the fucking torment nexus.
I mean, if you're talking about my aunt, she thinks I'm going there anyway, so. Because I'm going to hell. That's the torment nexus, right?
That's one of the torment nexus, but that one at least like has like divine properties about it, right? At least there's like some meaning. It's not like the Jeff Bezos torture chamber. Like if there is a god out there and they're like, I'm gonna like punish this person because they kissed boys, I'm like, whatever, man. You're only potent. You're kind of lame for that. Like, what am I gonna fucking do? Like if a billionaire puts me in the torment nexus, I'm gonna be fucking pissed for the rest of my own life.
I know, that's fair. At the same time, though, like, I kind of... So, I'm atheist.
What?
No shot.
Wait, what did you say?
No way.
Yeah, I know! Shut up. I was having a thought. But I like to think about, like, you know people who have like, those life or death experiences where they see the other side? I like to think about, like, what if I had a life or death moment? Because I assume, like, my thought process is, what if these people who are just momentarily seeing those other sides are seeing what they want to see? Like, maybe heaven or hell is created by what we think we're doing and what we desire and what we think we deserve. Like,
Yeah.
what would my personal hell or heaven be?
Yeah, I've read stories based on this premise. Like hell, like no one decides you go to hell. Like you decide you deserve hell, and you're there until you decide you no longer deserve it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Like, I don't think I deserve hell. I think I'd go to heaven if there was a heaven to go to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one concern about that theory, which is very interesting, but what if you have a psychopath or like a sociopath that doesn't think all the evil stuff they did was bad? They would just never go to hell?
What does it matter? They're dead anyway. They can't do anything about it.
I suppose, but I feel like they should go to hell, but they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, but like if we each have our own personal heavens or hells, like it's not like they're doing anything to anybody else. They're dead.
I guess. So then,
Like, and
yeah.
what do you, and like, who knows? Maybe they had a moment of clarity on their deathbed and were like, oh shut, maybe I really did do some bad things. Straight to hell.
I see. Yeah, if they wouldn't affect anyone else, that would imply heaven and hell is, or you said personal, right? So then it would be completely separate. We wouldn't ever see all the people we see on Earth in heaven or hell.
Yeah, I mean, what
That'd be
if your
interesting.
heaven and hell was just in that one instant where your brain chemicals go kaputs? Like, maybe that moment is dragged on forever. And so we create our own personal heaven or hell. There is no greater good, no greater God, just some trigger of weird brain chemistry that makes it feel like you're going on forever. forever and an instant.
Mm-hmm. I actually had a theory about what would be fair for heaven and hell type of things, like afterlife. Because although these days it's not really cool anymore, I still kind of believe in eye for an eye a little bit in certain circumstances.
I don't know if you've met me, but I'm a very justice-based person, and so yes, I like this.
Okay, but then the issue with this, or I'm not sure if it's issue, but the conclusion, I guess, that I would draw, if, you know, karma was the ultimate way to punish or reward people based on what they've done, is that if like someone was really good, for example, the best way for them to be rewarded for the goodness is to experience all the good deeds that they've done for other people in their lives, right? And similarly, for someone who's really evil, the best way for them to get punished for the evilness is to experience, to become the victims of all the people they did bad things to throughout their life. So going by that logic, wouldn't it be like perfect karma if every person after they die would just be reborn somewhere in the timeline as someone else, and then that just continue until every single person? Yeah.
Have you seen the egg story?
I don't think so.
The premise of it is essentially like the universe, whatever, is an egg. You're in the egg. You are the universe. Everything that always ever happened, you did it. So every person that killed someone else, you killed yourself at some other point, at some other life.
Yeah,
that's basically what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what you're saying is, in some other life, I'm you.
Yes. Well, theoretically, this is just a thought experiment, but if karma was perfect...
But yes, Hachi, you are the kind of torment I would inflict upon myself.
Good. But no, like I love the idea of reincarnation. Like, to me, it makes sense in a way, because like energy is not a finite thing. Like, we know that energy does not just die off. So like, what is the spark of what makes a person a person? Like, what gives us our sapience? Like, if that's just energy, why couldn't that just be recycled? Maybe I am my own grandpa.
Very interesting to think about.
Hey, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
Yeah, thank you. Ah, you whippersnapper. I quite like theology and the reasons for why people believe in the certain things that they do, simply based around the why are you sniffing my elbow? Just based around like the idea of what their personality is like and what do they need. Like, say if we're looking back in history, say you are in a region that is very stormy, and you have constant fluctuations between weather. So you're going to create gods of chaos that are going to be able to tell you about why the weather is so fucked. Mm-hmm. And then you have the Greeks. Mm-hmm. Like, that kind of thing. You have a society that's, like, strict, and you're very much in a way that, like, you want to have perfect order, perfect judgment. There are checks and balances, and so you create the Christian God to create this all-watching, all-knowing person. But maybe you're a Christian who feels like you are in a place of love, like you want the best for everyone. You create for yourself an idea of God being loving. Or you're a person who is very strict, very religious, very devout. You create a God that is strict and watching you always. And that's when you start getting into like the ideas of all of these different sects of Christianity and the way that each person interprets what it is to be Christian.
Yeah,
that's
it's
why
like the
right
difference,
now
right? Like the American Jesus and the Mexican Jesus, like stuff like
yes,
that. Like
exactly.
you just have, or like
And
the gun
that's-
Jesus that we have.
Gun Jesus?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus would defend the fucking whatever amendment it is.
All right. Interesting.
It's why right now American Christianity is so scary because a lot of churches are now calling. So they've always had the 7 deadly sins and the 7 heavenly virtues. One of those virtues being empathy. Now a lot of Christian churches in the U.S. are deeming empathy as a sin.
Really?
100%.
That's like
What are the fucking mental loops you have to access? Jesus Christ.
that's beyond satire or parody. That wouldn't even be funny anymore because it's so stupid.
I mean, speaking
fired
of
him right in.
satire, that is like The Onion couldn't even make make it better.
Yeah.
Is Doge's attack on PBS funding and calling what was it, Elmo as a communist?
What the fuck?
There was a guy who was speaking about it basically in the U.S. recently at a hearing, and he was like doing satire about it, but he was looping back around to very real like things that Elon Musk in particular had said. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. That is, I almost posted that in my roleplay in my roleplay channel. Hold on.
Imagine posting that shit completely out of context. Dude, I can't believe I'm gonna finish a whole fucking G pose by the time we show this party.
Yola, leave her alone.
Wait, everything they said in
Leave her alone.
party chat right now, that's not relevant to us, right? I didn't really read it. It's too much stuff. It's all tank
I'm
stuff.
literally like,
It's just their reprisals.
Okay, it's whatever. What are you saying, Tommy?
I legitimately have not looked at party chat for the past like 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it's anything useful for us.
Yola, stop.
But yeah, I think, going back to the religion thing, personally I think that, and this probably can exist at the same time as what you said, Hachi, but people, I feel like, can create religion to have a sense of order in the world when karma, like we were talking about before, doesn't really exist, unfortunately. Like, evil people get away with evil stuff a lot of the times, and it seems really unfair.
Oh, yeah, that's-
And then,
See, what I'm talking about is like that is literally theology. Like that
Yeah.
is how you process theology. That's just how it works. Like
Yeah.
you look at people and their personalities or societies and what they need. And you see, is it a time of peace when this is happening? Is it a time of war when this is happening? And you create gods to put it into balance. Like the same thing happens for like the Mayans and the Aztec, where like you have more warfaring deities, and in times in weather that is like more desolate and potentially like dangerous for people. So you create gods that you can sacrifice to restore order. Like that's just theology.
Yeah. I guess I'm pointing out the more like base level rather than, or how do you say it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
Generic rather than non-specific.
Yeah, I guess. So like, because like in addition to, you know, like evil people getting away with evil things and like bad things happening to good people, it's also like weather too. Weather is like one of those things where like you can be like a model citizen of your society and like be super nice and do everything, and the weather will just fuck up all your crops and you'll die for no reason. And it's kind of not fair, I guess. And then people will try to, make a reason for that because the reason sucks for why that happens. It's just RNG. This is unluckiness. There's no really rhyme or reason
and
to
if
it.
we're talking about like societies that may not have as societies that may not have like the ability to understand the concepts of science and like why these things are working, you may find like a group of people that see one thing, and during that one thing that they're seeing, like say a certain star in the sky comes out anytime there's like a serious storm, they may view that star as a god of like the storms, or they may view it as like a herald of a god of who controls storms, or that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think people in general are very both superstitious as well as pattern recognizing. Like they'll see patterns when there are none, so they will correlate the star thingy or whatever to whatever event, because if it happens like 4 out of 5 times, that's probably good enough. Where it's completely random, but yeah.
Another really fun thing about sociology and theology, there is a person I was watching talk about this a while back ago, where like for people who are more numbers based and do see patterns, they tend to recognize a couple of different options amongst what their gods may be or may do. So if a Christian is seeing patterns, it could be that they see God as talking to them through these patterns. Or if they are recognizing patterns, they may see it as signs and miracles from their god, or they may see that as like signs, miracles, their god talking to them. They may see that as like a reason to become more zealot-like. It's just really interesting. It goes back into a really interesting like look of like the psychology of religion. And like, this is one of the reasons why I'm an atheist. Because like, as cool as I think, I don't like religion. Let me just put it that way. I really don't like religion. I think organized religion is one of the... It's great for a building society. It is bad when we get to the point of society that we're at currently. I think that it's cool to study, though. I think the reasons for people making things is fascinating.
Me too. I think, so in addition to everything we said too, I think, obviously, I guess, a lot of the times religion, once it's in place, is just being used by the people in power to make sure they stay in power and control the populace, right? I don't know if the people in power actually even believe in their own religion, but yeah.
I think they believe in it, in the parts of it that allow them to continue to take their power.
Yeah.
We see that with Christianity and like Islam a lot, where people will argue like, well, our book is perfect. The things our God have put into this book are perfect. People are just taking what they're saying and they're taking it out of context, or they're reading it wrong. So we shouldn't be keeping women like under. We shouldn't be keeping our women under our thumbs. But because the people are practicing it this way, it's their word is being twisted. But there's the idea that they also believe that their God is omnipotent. So why would their omnipotent God, being able to foresee this happening, write it that way? Why would they not make it more clear so that misogyny and like racism within their own like religious sect are not allowed? Like, why would they not be written in a more clear way to understand that this is not okay? However, if the idea that your God is not omnipotent, and perhaps it isn't a all-knowing being wrote it, then perhaps that's why it's able to be written, it's able to be read in these ways. Or even take that a step further into a classic atheist saying, which is, perhaps, in fact, it is not an omnipotent god, but it is a bitter and spiteful god that wants us, that thrives on malice, that has given us these ways to hurt each other. And that's just another really fun philosophical debate.
Yeah, Old Testament God is pretty spiteful, from my understanding.
Yeah, that's also an interesting thing, is like the people who were in the Old Testament were amongst warfaring, like, other sects that were being, like, violent with each other. There's the whole idea of, like, Judaism versus Christianity, and you gotta put the cat down. Go, go, go. And a separation, therefore, of, like, the belief systems. You've got, like, violence on violence in the Old Testament, and the judgment that will be passed based on what people are doing and how they're obeying or disobeying. And then you have New Testament Christianity, or New Testament, the New Testament Bible, that is a lot more like, these are our guidelines. This is how we now is not warfaring, love, and show each other peace, and how we continue forward with Jesus as our prophet. Like, it's a very interesting dichotomy between war and peace times. And then you have Revelation.
I don't know that much about the Bible, I just know a little bit.
Revelation is the end times.
Okay.
It's like it's basically an entire book of the Bible that was written by a person who was foreseeing what would happen at the end of times. So I think it was Paul, maybe it was Paul? I think it was Paul. Could be Peter. One of the P's. He basically had a fever dream, and there are horrors of Babylon coming up and, like, laying with dragons and birthing the Antichrist.
Oh.
If you ever want
That
a
was
fun read Revelation, because it is fucking weird as shit.
I see. I was gonna say, how scaly is Trump's dad?
What?
Just
What?
kidding.
Probably
What?
pretty
What the
scaly.
fuck did you just say?
Because you were saying this horse laying with dragons to birth the Antichrist.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
I was also saying, how scaly is Trump's dad?
Probably pretty scaly.
This is a poor joke. But, tying everything
Nah,
back
that was
together,
great.
though, I think religion.
Oh, I got so confused.
It's okay. It was silly, but tying everything back together, I think a lot of it is people superstitious, and I think that's a human nature to be superstitious. I don't like it. I try not to be
I agree,
superstitious. I think everyone's has a lot of bias.
I think I've
to-
played with Zell before.
It's why I think placebo effect works too. People are superstitious.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yeah, and people just want things to work, and or don't want things to work, and or easily convinced that things are working. It's just like the whole idea of mind over matter, but I'm going to stop talking so I can focus on not dying.
Got it. I'm bringing another conversation during the harvest mechanic. Speaking of which, what is the harvest mechanic? I'm just kidding.
I wonder
shit,
if you
I don't
can
know.
keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Holy shit.
Okay.
That was crazy.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
Alright, wake the fuck up, Connie.
You can do it, believe me.
The
Keep
wind
it off back, it'll wake you
answers
up.
my call.
True.
Ooh, speedy.
Ha!
Oh no, that was too much for the
Ow.
challenger.
It's not salvageable, right? No way.
The
Okay.
challenger's down.
No, there's
Is
no way.
this the end?
The tank just murdered me. I stopped to let him go past, and he just moved out and stood on top of me. He was gonna walk into me either way, so I just stood there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of these mechanics are just like not necessarily. Well, sometimes they are, but not necessarily someone's wrong. It's just that we need to coordinate to like be used to the other person's playstyle. So yeah, it's just, for the party finder, a couple pulls are just gonna be wasted. Well, not wasted, but used to figure that out. Coordination.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat
Eating up
the wolf
revolution,
in his
buddy.
own
This
lair?
is fucking.
Oh my god, why is everybody messaging me? It's 7 p.m. Stop talking to me.
I'm sorry.
What?
You better be.
I wonder if you
27,
can
7
keep
p.m.
up.
still talking to me.
Bunch of like I received like messages from like 5 different people in the span of 10 seconds. I'm like, bro,
It's as if there's a pack of him.
calm down.
My friend.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
I'm dead.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Which tower are you in? 3?
Oh no, that was too much.
Yeah, I really don't get a lot of space for fucking melee there. The other guy was on my ass.
It's okay. Less bad feelings, more
Shall
focus.
we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own
I am like just not locked in today.
It's okay.
My brain is just like, yep.
I've done this way too many times in the past few days, so I am here.
Yeah.
Some of it is not even thinking, some of it is just pew pew.
My fire forefinger hurts.
My wrist has been killing me for days, so I'm just like numb to the pain
I
at this
wonder
point.
if you can keep up.
such speed. It's as if there's a pack of him.
Squirrel.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Bitch.
The
Are you
challenger's down.
fucking kidding me?
Is this the end? The challenger rises again. Can they turn
Maybe
this
solid
around?
The tank keeps taking me out is the problem. Like, I
Yeah.
can't... I've tried multiple times to get away from him, and he just doesn't let me get there. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't go out and not let me in.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying true!
Oh, that's too close.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Close
Got
to
time.
what?
That's too close to tank. Same time.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. Ah! Fuck, dude.
It's okay. Quick tip for it is just look and figure out what color is
No, it's
on
just
what
like...
side.
I'm gonna blow up everybody. Yeah, a res on the thing.
It's okay, it's okay.
I'm so...
You're good.
No! That's not the frog point! No! No! Trista rages after. It's okay. It's okay. We can run this. It's fine.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger
Keep
defeat
moving
the
constantly says this guy who keeps killing me.
If, as long as your friend Kami can read, then I think they are better than 80% of Party Finder.
Correct.
There!
We'll see.
Everyone is well.
I wonder if you can keep up.
such speed? It's as if there's a pack of him.
Back in the day when they were worse, people used to have applications to join like raiding groups in like MMOs and stuff like that, which is a little bit toxic,
Fenrir's
but
might,
they should have the reading comprehension.
A static?
Not in Final Fantasy per se, but like World of Warcraft, for example. These used to be applications.
Yeah, for statics.
The
Yeah.
wind answers my call.
That's a normal thing in MMOs.
Okay.
Thank you whoever gave me expedience there, because Jesus Christ, I had to run around the tank.
New scholar hours.
But yeah, they should have a reading comprehension test as part of the
I agree.
application. So it's the main thing holding up Friendly
I mean,
Finder.
that's why people are putting things like say whatever when you join.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Party Finder is truly a very interesting experience.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising
Like,
ways.
a lot of people don't get to see this kind of thing.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying true!
Number one. We're number one. Gotta be on one. We're number one.
Oh, I love that song back when I was popular. What's it
It's
called?
not popular?
I don't know. What's it? Oh shit, on the other side. Salvaged.
That was sketchy.
AF.
Dragoon moment.
Yeah, kind of. Honorary.
I'll take it.
Not
That was
bad.
extremely
It's not
sketchy.
fair because you can. It's not fair because you get aimbot on your jump.
That's true.
Alright, don't stand on top
Remember
of the
to
thing.
put yourself between the color and the color.
Check debuffs.
Move them. Funky dragons. Just gotta get it down. The percentages. Yeah, we're fine. Just in time.
Bear my biting wings!
Battle isn't good for this one.
It hurts. I think we might have been a little too happy on all of the mitts, but it's fine.
Okay, turn
How
off.
delightful!
I know my spot.
The earth is mine to command! Pack of wolves!
Nope. That's not how that works. That's fine. I know where I'm standing.
Why can't you make Queen share the damage?
I don't know.
You know Queen gets damage though.
That's funny. Well, I remember when we used to try to look up on FFXIV, right? Got damage downs when it was from Queen. So we gotta.
I thought I was in the right spot there, but like there was someone else trying to sit on top of me.
Yeah, I don't know. I can try checking footage. I don't know.
Like I was towards C. I just like I don't know if it was the thing is like the fucking
Let me double check. the
diagram is
thing.
not good.
I think it's pretty fine. Like it is. It tells you exactly where you need to be. So are you?
No,
Are you
no.
M1 or M2?
M2.
Then
So
you're
like I
gonna
was
be
down
either-
towards C, right?
Yeah, you're going to be like
But,
either
like, those-
around in front of C, or you're going to be either to the east of C, or you're going to be around 3.
I think you were correct, Kami, as far as I can tell. I think the other guy was wrong.
So, like, I went a little bit to the side. I don't know if that killed someone, but I was just trying to find the spot to stand at
No, I think those other guys
because he
still.
wasn't popping me.
Yeah. M1 should be towards D. They were, yeah, not correct. So they should have been way further.
Melee or boss hitbox to range.
Oh, I'm assuming he's talking about quad.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, that's not what the diagram shows me.
Yeah, that is not Terra Rage.
Okay.
Second stack? What is he talking? Okay, yeah, they're talking about different mechanics. that's not good. Okay.
Classic PF confusion.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's... Yeah, Terra, it could be A though, right? It's not always at 2.
Oh, terrestrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a console jam.
Like, I have the layout on my second monitor just to make sure.
You want to pull? Everybody check again?
Oh, wait.
Oh my god. Wait, clock TR fairing? What? That's not fairing bin. What are you talking about? Fairing bin is something else.
Fairing bin is...
Lineal decay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's figure it out. It's better than wasting pulse, I guess. Should I start studying phase 2 mechanics? I'm not sure.
Yes.
I did a
Yes.
little bit.
Because
I think
like
I know
you
the
and
start of it.
you and I are basically like I would say like part 2 prog.
Okay.
Because all we have to do is get through Enrage.
I see.
0.02%. 0.02%.
Yeah. The only reason I did
Screaming.
it is I don't know what the part 2 looks like yet. I kind of want it to be surprised. Like it's not a big deal.
I will say you
The-
won't, just looking at the thing, you won't get any
Yeah,
spoilers.
the rape line doesn't get spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Let's begin,
You just know that the
shall
boss
we?
is bigger than he was before, basically. That's it.
Okay.
Which you could probably
Can the
guess
challenge
already
defeat the
because
wolf
it's
in his own lair?
a Final Fantasy boss.
I should make a boss to get smaller. That'd be interesting.
Honestly, I'd love it if it was
I-
just like a giant Lalafell like monster that just turns into a tiny guy.
I would really like if phase 2, instead of like transforming, he just like fucking went sicko mode. Like it's still just like phase 1 model. He's just going sicko with it.
That'd be cool.
I wonder if you can keep up.
I feel they don't do that enough. Everything does like a fucking giga transformation.
Sorry, what was it? I was listening.
Speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Rev.
Okay.
Far.
Bye.
Bye.
I was talking to the tank who went.
With Fenrir's might,
I feel like it's
I rouse the
somewhat
storm.
consistent that tanks die in that. I don't know why.
Because it's a very slim area
The wind
between like
answers my call.
killing the party or killing yourself.
Oh my god.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
I should not be frogging today. I'm not focused.
It's okay, it's okay. We can off.
The
Salvage.
challenger's down.
Maybe not.
Is this the end?
Okay, just deep breath, get into headspace. You can do it, Queen. Bitch, slay.
Let's begin, shall we?
Other gay words.
Can the challenger defeat the
Sashay
wolf?
away.
Appreciate.
That's one way to call your backflip now, is just sashaying away.
Ollie what? Sorry?
Sashay away.
The backflip.
The thing that
Shame.
RuPaul says anytime, like, they kick somebody off the show.
I see.
Now sashay away.
I'm not.
Sashay is like...
I never really got into the
Keep up.
RuPaul
I
stuff,
like
so I have
it,
not a lot of
but
context.
also I don't like how he has in the past treated trans people, but he's gotten better at least, so I'll give him that much.
Oh god, I need to
also-
fucking wake up.
Wake up, brush up, put on makeup. Had to switch to fade away the shake-up.
I rouse the
Why'd you leave the
storm.
cube on the table? There go creating another fable. You wanted to.
The wind answers my call.
Yeah, don't hit me with your thing. Don't hit me with your thing. Thank you. I don't think you trust.
I haven't heard that song in a while.
Next Grappler.
I used to play it on Rock Band. I haven't played Rock Band in a while.
System of a Down. Good music.
Yeah, that's Rock Band.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Yeah, I like Rock Band a lot. Still think it's funny that Guitar Hero's first game was basically just a bunch of shitty covers. They couldn't afford the actual rights to the music, so
Yeah.
it was just a bunch of shitty covers.
It's crazy they got away with even that though.
It is, actually.
Like it's,
Let alone
it would not happen
replace
nowadays.
them later with real stuff.
That was too much for the challenger.
I touched the fucking wall, I'm going to explode.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
I have more HP than my healer? That's crazy.
Not bad.
Fuck, right.
Not bad.
It might be.
But we've scarcely begun.
You might be fucked. Oh no, because that's where it fucks off. Yeah, so we're fine. It just had to be up by then. I forgot that it's the explosion that does
Over
it.
here. Oh, that's okay. That's the other guy. He was in the right spot.
I'm so sorry. I'm like so out of it.
That's okay. The other guy screwed us.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Wake up! Ah!
Let's begin, shall we?
This is a bit more.
I want shrimp.
Can the challenger defeat the
And my husband asked if he could bring anything home, and I was like, bring home some shrimp. Shrimp. I want shrimp.
I'm a seafood hater.
Why is my phone going off so many times?
So we're gonna fall shrimp.
Maybe there's a shrimp. Except for Yuki, but Yuki's wrong.
I'm a pretty open hater of shrimp, but like people can eat it.
Oh, I see.
Yuki is not a shrimp enjoyer, and that makes me sad for her existence. Kami is also not a shrimp enjoyer, and that makes me sad for their existence.
It's okay. If you ever hang out with me, you can have more shrimp.
Perfect. Actually, so when I went to visit Yuki in the US, we went to Golden Corral, which is a notorious buffet restaurant. I ate an entire pan of shrimp. That's basically all I ate was shrimp.
Love that.
I could not, like, describe to her the sheer amount of joy shrimp brings me. There's just something about the
What's that
texture.
shrimp?
Tramples. Tramples.
Oh god, I hate this mechanic.
The challenge is down! Is this the end?
Salvageable, maybe?
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they
Technically,
can
yes.
stay
Both
standing.
healers up.
Yeah.
The space there is just like so awkward, and you have to change every party because people just stand in slightly different spots.
Yeah, I really
That's
think
why I
that's the issue.
hug the wall and I just find a safe spot and I stand there when the tanks need to go out, because otherwise they push me into the wall and I have to kill myself.
I don't have that option.
Must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
I mean, just go out. The healers can adjust.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Don't walk into the wall, you fucking idiot.
Thing come from.
Fly true.
We're going over here to 4. Spicy.
Every time.
Tanks don't matter, it's fine.
So it's more likely they're gonna die to that than not.
Not
The actual
bad.
mechanics.
Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Oh, come on. We had that.
You really gotta bring those north.
Yeah. Oh, we got a weakness? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the tank too. The question I have about LBing ads, can LB hit both of them? Because we have the debuff that makes us not be able to hit the other one. I don't know how the game works. It's so very...
No one does.
Yeah.
Let's begin, shall we?
Or are debuffs gone by then? I'm not paying attention.
When you kill your ad, your debuff's gone, but
Okay.
Yeah.
otherwise it stays.
So that
You
means...
have to attack your ad, but it makes it easier to swap over once they're dead.
Okay.
If they're like right next to each other.
Yeah.
keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of them.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Matches.
It's fine. It's fine.
They moved too early, I think.
Perfectly fine.
I'll be James stress.
Yep, that's true. Doesn't need to fix the LV system. I think it's the stupidest thing. It rewards bad play.
No, it's the thrill of the battle. The closer you are to dying, the more breaking the limit you can go.
Lore-wise, it does make sense. I will say that.
Where did that colossal thing come from?
I don't know, I think game-wise it makes perfect sense too. But also I'm a monster.
So I saw the... I'll say later.
Oh wait, hold on, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going into one of the bubbles, not out of it. Oh, we're fine.
Okay. But yeah, I've seen the like speedrun groups try to do like really sneaky, crazy stuff, and like they abuse the shit out of that, like being low health. It's so
Yeah.
Not bad. But we've
such
scarcely
bad
begun.
There's the green side. There's the green side. Please don't catch up with us. Please go forward. Please go forward. Please go forward. Please. Ah.
green too early.
I think so.
Okay.
The last luck I can probably do today. It's need to work, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's
Oh yeah, someone got hit by the green orb. Okay.
Touching booty holes hard.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I never know when I should mono ward there and not. I don't trust these healers.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Okay, if my health hits anything low, I just immediately pop my second wind.
The wind
Like I ain't
answers
dealing
my
with this
call.
shit today.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
No, they won't.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
What happened there?
Just knock back right now, like a half a second earlier than the thing.
Let me see.
I'm just playing bad. Like I'm telling you, I should not be progging. My brain is not like good.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
There!
I really want a Sugar Riot themed machinist to be FX
I
back.
wonder if you can keep up.
Interesting.
Like paintball gun.
Yeah. I really want that. Can I have a Yan as my queen?
Oh, this is the pull. Pink didn't die.
Don't say that out. I almost
I
walled.
was thinking the Nyan is a chainsaw. You just send it.
Yeah. It just runs for it, headbutts anyone.
Might, I rouse a storm.
Teehees.
The
Glance
wind
his head first.
answers my call.
I misheard him say that time. I heard him say, "No one answers my calls." I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean,
Buddy.
that's the lore, right? That's what Utrope's doing.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
I remember I was watching a thing like Whoops or someone like do this raid for the first time when it came out on the patch. And someone on their like stream said, "Yeah, no, Utrope was right, I would kill for this fucking guy."
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It was really funny.
It
Like,
makes
they
me,
loaded in and
irrationally
everybody was like,
angry when this guy gets
"Oh."
looted. Like anytime I see a loot of this guy, I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's a sweet boy.
I've seen some sweet art of like him and Utrope. They're
I've seen
cute.
some really cute pieces and they're so good. But I've also seen some really cringe, horny shit, and I'm like, no, do not ruin him like that, you stupid asshole. He is so sweet.
What's a baby face?
Shut up.
Where did that colossal thing come from?
Not the baby face with the American
My
accent.
troop!
I'm afraid. Not the little Texan.
Little Texan. I know people hate Honeybee Lovely's like voice. I still love it.
I love her voice so much.
Is this the end?
Ain't no way.
Yeah, they got Delta Bat in there. That's not
Not
good.
bad. But we
Yeah, because they
scared
didn't even
sleeping
get
God.
the. It won't be a bad day.
It's over, right?
Yeah, basically. There's no point.
Me in the morning.
I'm afraid.
Load.
You were saying though that they would be one of the worst people to third wheel for because
They're too monogamous for that shit.
no, what was it?
Yeah.
What's his line? It's because Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways, and did you know Electro can be, what was it? Has many uses, something.
Electro has many uses. Yeah.
God, that'd be so
Huh?
annoying. I can just imagine they just say that over and over again all the time.
I cannot I cannot picture her saying Electric has many uses without beating Electric has many uses that boy.
Can the
Like that
challenge
is in my head
defeat
forever.
in his own lair?
Also, it doesn't help that I've seen pictures of them in saucy situations that said Electro has many uses while she's holding a
Yeah,
vibrator.
I was gonna
so-
say,
Oh, no.
I've read that. I've seen that image. And I was like, there's no shot Albert is alluding to this, so let's see where this goes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, has he seen what I think he's seen?
Has he seen the forbidden images?
No,
Has he seen the fruit?
Has Albert seen the light?
Speed, it's as if
no,
there's a
it's the
purpose.
darkness. They just ruined.
But I've also seen stuff that's like Electro has many uses and it's like her tentacles, so you know.
This is why I can't have nice things.
Look, Albert, the problem is, you've allowed me in this Discord for enough time with a deranged motherfucker next to me that I'm becoming an issue.
I see.
So,
I can't help it. I corrupt everything I touch.
in your defense, there's other actors on my end as well, but like, you're definitely part of it.
Has many uses, Kami.
Watch and learn.
Right into the wall. I post it middle every time, just for Kami. And I incrementally back it up away from the tank so I don't get clipped if I forget to move for this.
Yeah.
Must have heard.
It's only happened once, but it happened once.
That was enough times.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
It's like I always do. I always find the pixel.
Sure.
Where did that come
Empirical method.
Fly true.
I'm gonna die. No, I won't. I'm fine. I'm gonna take a damage down though. I fucked up. I read the plus as the next.
It's okay.
Yay.
The
no
plus is
deaths.
kind of an X, if you think about it.
Yes. I just read the shape at the wrong angle, and it was an instant, and I just walked to the wrong side, and I was like, that's a plus sign.
Not bad.
Goes in the square hole.
Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Everything goes in the square hole.
Exactly. Ow. Oh, my game crashed.
Oh shit.
Oh no, it's fine. It just froze.
Someone's too fast?
I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
It's probably like snapshot of the magic one,
Yeah.
because this game is good.
Yeah. Yeah, someone in the other party said the magic one was completely off before they touched it, and I believe them. But it's just
Yeah.
it's a fucking game.
The game is just, it's just, you know.
Yeah.
Let's begin, shall we?
What other game can I cosplay?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I guess
I
I
don't
could
know, man.
play
I'm just
Red
here for
Dead
the
Redemption,
lesbians.
but, you know, sicko mode. I get it. We all know why I'm
I'm
here.
so hungry to suffer.
Yep. The only thing I've had in the past 24 hours is a cup of coffee and a donut, so I get it. I'm also hungry.
Yeah, I had a single chicken wrap today, and I'm like hungry as hell.
I mean, I had a whole jug of poop soup at like 5 a.m.
You can't even like abbreviate poop soup in a funny way.
P.S. It's poop soup.
Yes.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
Sounds like a love letter. P.S. Poop soup.
P.S. is poop soup.
The wind answers my call.
That was the most dangerous rotation for me. Oh no. Yep.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Did I kill you?
No. I killed me.
I'm salvage.
Okay.
The challenger rises
Thank
again.
you, Christ.
Can we turn this around?
Okay, clutch.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going my entire day so far on like 350 calories.
Yeah, the only calories I have are a donut and a latte. And, like, that's still not as many calories I probably should have eaten today.
No, absolutely not.
Must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
And however much, like, I mean, I can't say the poop soup because the
Fenrir's
poop soup
power
left
can
me
be wielded
immediately,
in
so.
surprising ways.
The only thing I ate yesterday were
Where did that colossal thing come from?
2 mugs of soup, of, like, broth, and a, cup and a half of apple juice, so.
Every time that happens, I have to remember what point in the fight we are, because I died to the freaking extra wolves too many times.
Yeah, remember that the one of that happens after,
But we've scarcely begun.
the next mechanic is also has dragons, so be aware.
Thank you, boss.
My game lagged a little bit during this phase.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Bear my fighting wings!
This is 2-minute window here, right? Just for future reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second pot is 6 minutes.
Or yeah, sorry, pot. That's what I meant. Yeah, I guess I missed it.
Yeah, this is not pot. Pot's in the middle of quad moonlight.
Oh, really? Okay. So,
The earth is mine to command.
North is mine to command.
See, like,
Pack of wolves!
I feel. Anyway. I got there. I just feel my spot is weird. Revel.
Dragon's after. Okay.
The challenger's down!
Oh, I dodged it. Okay. I guess we can. If you want to look at the other mechanics, you can.
Try this!
Oh god. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay, I think I got mine right.
And then, like I said, right after that is the X of dragon heads, and you always go to a cardinal, because it's never at an inner cardinal. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure, like 99.9% positive, it's never at an inner cardinal.
Since first two were mid. What? I don't understand.
Hold on, I got this.
Okay. Oh, I think I understand. So the first new lith was at 2. Yeah, the stack is always middle-ish in this interval.
I still feel like position's weird there.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Check. Also, yeah, Kami, I think your melee friend is not in the right spot.
I have no clue. I'm just like trying to find anywhere to stand and just like not sure if I'm in the wrong spot or like I don't know.
No, I think you're. Hold on, sorry, one sec. So this one. Yeah, the pink was too north. He should have dodged the other way. So. Okay, we're starting.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yeah, as far as I could tell from my angle, you were correct. It's just the other melee shouldn't have been in your lane. You should have been in the other lane, so you'd have a lot more space.
Yeah, because
Oh,
like you're
We're technically supposed to be in the same lane, though, right?
no,
Not always, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it again or look at it.
you're
again.
you're not actually like in the same lane. Like you're separated from each other. Because M2 is on either side of C,
I
and
wonder if you can keep up.
M1 is on either side of not C.
Off
D. For the
Oh, I'm in
first
the
one.
wrong side. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, it's okay.
Probably should survive that, honestly. I was talking to the healer in my head, not
With
you.
Fenrir's
You died. I'm sorry.
I rouse the
Sorry to tell you.
storm. The wind answers my call.
Can I get that fast enough? Oh, cool. Yeah, luckily the tank's mechanics are not super difficult to do, so I wasn't worried about this guy getting it. But it was still really funny. It was like, oh, we got to Prague. I was like, oh, honey, sweet summer child. No, no, we did not. You poor baby. I understand the confusion, but no.
But they're not out of the fight.
When he said, like, this is the, like, I'm not great at doing this mechanic, I was like,
Power can be
oh no.
wielded in surprise
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
no.
a bit fishy.
And then when he said we got to Prague, I was like,
That colossal thing.
poor child. Guess you're getting dragged. Look, I found the X this time.
Careful.
Yippee. Button mashing.
Nice. I mean, it doesn't help that the mechanics names are so similar, but still, like people need to pay more attention to reading or whatever.
Yeah,
Not bad.
it's unfortunate, but like he's okay, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, that's,
And like he wasn't like trying to hide it. He just managed to.
yeah, check 2 plus. Right side.
Bear my fighting wings. Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command. Pack of wolves!
that I'm scared. Remember, we're gonna do quad, and then immediately after quad, get to a garden.
Try this!
Okay, spread out, spread out, spread out, spread. Please don't.
Stay? Please stay.
Is this the
Yep.
end?
Okay. It's fine.
Dodge thingies.
That was too much for the challenger.
Oh god.
and then get to
What is
your
happening?
spot.
Okay.
Okay, okay. It's fast, but I get it.
Yep.
They're bracing for the storm with an ironclad defense.
He has a voice line for that? That's so sick.
Oh, wow, yeah. That is cool. I didn't notice that. Huh. Okay, okay. So that means Kami's good for part 1 Enraged now, right?
Until someone checks my tombstone, yeah. It takes so much of my brain to look at that mechanic.
Yeah.
Me served like 14 AO3 links and fanfic on Blue Sky now, and there's some really funny tags that people use
For what?
for 14 fanfic. There's one that has the tag Emmett South being a major pain in the ass. That's just like one tag.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I'm giving you a hard line of where I'll start potting. Like if we can get to, if we can not, like if we can get to loot to Wind and Stone, the final one.
Okay.
Then I'll start potting for the next floor.
Roger, roger.
but that was too many
Wonder if
wipes
you can
to
keep up.
in one segment to warrant doing that yet.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Oh, what? Pink flash dust probably?
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
Probably. The thing is too, like if you even lose one person, you might as well restart. If you take any damage downs at the start, you might as well restart.
It's that tight.
Like, we'll probably be okay because we're all doing pretty solid DPS, but I've been in a couple parties with decent DPS and we still had 3 damage downs and no deaths and didn't clear it.
Let's begin, shall we?
I would like to,
Challenger
though.
defeat the
I would
wolf
very
in
much
his
like
own
to.
lair?
Yeah.
I want to see the Awubas. I like that his little swirly thing gives you a pretty good tell of where he's going to be.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack
It's
of him.
close.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around? Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
I tried to salvage, but I don't think I needed to.
It happens. Honestly, I'll put it out there.
Begin, shall we?
I'm impressed with Zaza. He's done a good job.
Can the
He's learning
challenger
mechanics
defeat
that he
the
wasn't even
wolf in
prepared
his
for.
own lair?
Scoop is,
That's better than most people that we've been with in Party Finder,
yeah.
who
Gotten,
knew the mechanics.
yeah. Gotten surprisingly further than I expected.
Like, credit where credit's due. He is severely done severely better than I was
If you can
expecting him
keep
to.
up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Don't let me die. Don't let me die.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
He's saying a storm is
The
coming,
wind
boys.
answers my call.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done existing. I'm going away now.
Sorry, I'm just trying to stay awake. It's taking everything in me.
No. I'm right there. This is fine. Wow. For a second, Albert had, like, the biggest shield of everyone.
Yeah, the Dark Knight's been like sending me. It's very kind.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. Well, it's also good Zaza. And then
Who's Zaza?
I mean, they're Genesis of Legend. I think at this point they've probably earned that title because they're doing pretty well.
And then I've also been mono.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
That's valid. I just cry and keep my finger over second wind if I need it.
That colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Fly true. What about flying false? Maybe I want to do that, huh? Do you ever think of me and my needs? No, I'm not talking to you, Marie.
Fucking invited evil into your life.
Dragons? No, never mind, not yet. Okay.
No, not yet.
Every time I've been shaman.
Good try, though.
Albert's imagining dragons.
Yep.
Imagining dragons. That's some from like 10 years ago.
Bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
I'm a green beaver.
Okay, Chippy Plus.
I'm the last green beaver.
Okay, so if the guy before you fucks up, definitely not coming.
Bear my biting wings.
Bear my biting wings. Baby, I can't pet you right now. Is here? Meow.
Instead. How delightful. The earth
hungry.
is
She
mine
wants
to
to-
command.
I spread. I spread.
Pack of
I
wolves.
spread.
Okay. Jesus.
You got time to move?
Just the guy was right on top of the stack.
Heads this time for real.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
I might just walk over here. I do that every time.
Try this.
Same? I think? No, it's not. It is, sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Please.
Remember, go to your
Good thing.
fang after.
Wow.
I'll be free.
I'll be,
Let's see
thanks.
if they can stay standing.
I can't get on the thing. I can't get.
I'm trying. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, I got rezzed. I couldn't move into it.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
think it's 20 something. I can't tell. Her resolution is really bad.
Yeah, it's like 20, 21.
Yeah. That's true, we have been getting lucky in patterns. Also, what scares me too is for Terrestrial Rage, we've gotten the same thing every time.
Yeah, I never got through this time first.
Yeah, which is a little bit concerning, but it's okay. It was on Toxic.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that come
It's
from?
funny how my stomach hurt for a little while, but now I'm just like,
Flying
fine.
true.
Yeah.
I don't need food to survive. I just need flavorless chicken broth.
I did that too early.
Okay.
We're at ads, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Every time.
My
I
brain
try-
just kind of turned off
Yeah.
for a minute, and I went on autopilot.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun. Bear my fighting wings.
I don't like your bears or your wings.
Oh my freaking.
Did you step in the poop?
I don't think there is poop to step in. Is there poop to step in?
Yeah, like the outside of the ring still hurts.
Oh. Only the outside though, right?
The earth
Yeah?
is mine. to
Okay, yeah, I didn't step in
command.
any poop. I just died.
Okay. The damage?
Yeah.
Pack of wolves.
Oh, at least I got to do the other side.
I'm the tank now. I will be eventually.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey babe, I'll be done in like half an hour. I'll be done with this in like half an hour. Is that okay? You okay? What's wrong? Oh. You okay? Fair? We can trim their claws tonight.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Hello, my sweet child.
There!
I feel the tiny pitter-patter of paws
Wonder
upon my
if you
thigh.
can keep up.
She comes to beckon, or she wants love, and may yeet herself into my lap at some point.
Look.
Bye, Zaza.
Oh dear, the challenger pulled out the wing.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
The faster we clear, the faster I shrink.
The wind answers my call.
That is a tether connected to me. This is my tether, and this is where I stand. How many grams of sodium that stuff I had to drink had in it, though? Like 40,000 milligrams of sodium.
That must have hurt. But they're not
Jesus
out of the fight
Christ.
yet.
That's not even including the sulfides. That was just sodium.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
It's like the contents of an average raider.
Yeah, right? It's like I was eating a human being. Delicious.
Fly true!
My X. My sweet X. You marketh my spot. The spot I shall stand. No, Hachi, don't wall. Fight that impulse.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Alright. We're fine. Got distracted.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! Pack of wolves!
In the rogue's one.
I got sacrificed.
A minute.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can
Seconds.
stay standing.
LD3, got it. LD that 3. It's a tank.
Heavy, yeah.
I know, I'm just saying. Almost there.
Try this!
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
I was too distracted by 2 people just dying.
Well, yeah, it's opposite side. Shit. Okay.
Let's begin.
Is there a way
shall we?
to tell which
Can
dude
the
is
challenger
third and
defeat
fourth?
them in his own lair?
That you watch the swords?
Yeah, like after they already go out, because I could turn around, so I forget. Do you like is there a way to tell which one's third and fourth? On the
No,
cleave?
you just hope.
Okay. So I can figure out first and second. It's just like after that, I forget which one was first and second. If that makes sense.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I like that he didn't respond. He just said one yalm. He's like, what is a yalm?
With Fenrir's might, I
It's not a
rouse the
yard.
storm. The wind
Forget
answers
that
my
I forgot to
call.
press that button.
I've forgotten.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Oh no.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
I definitely need to go eat very soon. My brain's not reading things.
There's there's not enough calories in your brain for you to raid.
Nope.
Which is literally how it works. Your brain actually burns calories the more that you have to think about things.
I know,
why
it's
it's
just like,
important to eat.
by this time I usually have eaten. I eat like 8 p.m.
I mean, usually I would have eaten by now too, but Rob was out over at his boyfriend's house, and so I was like, I'm just gonna chill and raid, and then it was 7:30, and now it is late.
Fly true.
My heck. I love my ex. My darling ex.
Love your ex? It's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up. Well, not necessarily, actually.
I mean, you can be friends with
It
your
can
ex
be
and still
problematic.
love your friend platonically.
Yeah, no, like, I have dated
No.
a third of my friend group, so...
Maybe like one more good pull, 2 more.
Yeah, I'd say like 2 more good pulls and then we're done.
At least I'm not the one idiot that walked into a wall today.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yeah, at least the tank is no longer pinching me into a
Can
corner.
the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
You'd think I'd be, like, hard to miss. I'm wearing, like, such a flashy outfit.
Yeah, it gets lost in the sauce.
I do like sauce.
I wonder
So
if
for my
you can
birthday,
keep up.
I want to go get all-you-can-eat dumplings. Like dim sum.
Sounds pretty good.
I want to eat my weight in shumai and harbao.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
Okay, Avery actually clicked the button this time. Thank you.
The wind answers my call.
In fights like this, I'm always excited to be the last DPS.
Not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in
I believe I'm the only
surprising ways.
motherfucker in this entire group with a buff.
Yep,
Where did that colossal thing come from?
I sure don't have a buff.
Fly true.
Number 3, why my friend next to my ex. Ooh, easy. Clean and righteous living.
Not bad. Not bad. We've scarcely begun.
Hi, secondly.
fighting wins.
I don't want to bear your wins or anything else of yours.
How delightful. The earth is mine to command. Pack of wolves.
Revolutionary.
Wolves.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Try this.
No! What?
The challenger's down. Is this the end? Such potent magic! But will they be enough to turn the tide?
We got it? Nice, okay. Let's keep going then.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Wait, so what happened when we, yeah. I was not watching that.
The tank just walked into us.
Oh, into our little stack, okay.
Like they just literally walked into the stack.
I see.
Like we were fine, and then he walked into us.
Okay. Someone pull. Oh my god. Wait, how long is this fight again? 7 minutes? Okay.
I wanna eat.
Yeah.
Because I'm not using another food for this.
Let's begin, shall we?
Like food I'm using is in real life. Some fucking
I
curry
have 4 minutes
rice.
left on my food. We have 6 minutes and 50 seconds in this fight. So,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. I ain't eating another food for this.
Yeah, no.
Not for practice.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Fenrir's might. I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My truth!
Yeah, it's under 50 here, which is good.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Let's do this.
The healthy wolf.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bear my fighting wings! Still you stabbed. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves!
Alright. Dragons.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Try this!
Let's stay, I think.
Yeah.
Heads.
Cards.
Anything?
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Pray.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Okay.
I'm fine with this. Just gotta see Enrage. That's
Okay,
it.
nice.
This is, we just got 2 casts left. 2 casts. We're not going to get it, but we got 2 casts.
Yeah.
Gone on long enough. Victory is mine.
Oh. Full percentage.
Oh, he just says I win. Yeah, I didn't realize there was no cast bar. Fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you there was no cast bar. He just does his thing, like, does his multi-hit, does the stuff, and then it's done.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. Enough next time.
Official Enrage proc. That is good. It's about as good as we can ask for, pretty much.
Yeah. Sorry, I was griefing you guys earlier.
No, we got there. That's fine. It was nothing compared to overall.
All right.
Yeah, now we just part 2 prog.
Okay.
But first, I go cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
will
go eat.
talk to you guys later.
Are we reconvening to more for tonight or no?
I will be back for
I-
tonight because I am hungry and maintenance isn't until 2 a.m. I think. So,
Oh, that's a hard lock at maintenance. That's true. Kami?
I'll see when you guys are back. Let me know. I'll see if I can join. I have so much shit to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
no
don't
worries.
worry.
Yeah.
if we can't do it, we can't do it.
Yeah. No. Either way.
See
If
you
you
guys
guys can go, it's just like yeah.
Yeah.
I will go,
Anyway.
and I'll tell you all about later.
Okay.
We'll ping you and
Bye.
see either way. Okay. See you guys.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.